All right, come on, guys. Who's ready to get skewed? Chat, are you gonna get skewed?
I like your shoulders.
Thank you.
I don't know why I said that.
I don't know if you've ever been to Utah or the desert or all over the place, but there are these Navajo culture. There's these things called, you don't want to say their name too often because it will bring them to you. So we call them sex workers. What? As a workaround. Okay. That's what we would call them in Utah. If you go to the desert, they will call them sex workers.
Ranch.
And there's a ranch, yeah. And they're kind of all over, even you could say these parts. And so,
I made a perfect marshmallow. Do you want a s'more?
Oh yeah, would you guys like s'mores?
Yeah, here.
nuts things on fire.
There's some s'mores going up there.
Did you just interrupt
Does
Cutie
anyone want a
story?
perfect marshmallow?
My f***ing immersion.
Katie, do you want a perfect marshmallow?
I'm okay.
Got a
Thank you
chocolate
though.
cake?
Continue.
But if you guys don't know what these entities are, they're essentially like cursed beings that are cursed to walk the earth forever. What?
Aren't you supposed to pay them?
Well, no, not the real word. So the real word, which I don't want to say because they'll come.
They will?
What if you just spell it out? Don't say it.
Yes.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Jason!
There's no mirror. You gotta do that in the mirror. Shout out Arky's Mirror to 5.
I mean, Jason,
Okay.
you said it. You can say it if you're not afraid.
I bet. What's the word?
You said it before.
Skedaddle? Holy shit.
It's called a Skinwalker.
Now we're fucked.
Wait, why do they call them sex workers instead of sex?
As a way to just not say the word and talk about
Say
them.
them, they'll come.
They will?
Yeah, so there are these things that can like transform as close to human as possible.
But something's a little off.
Yeah.
Like, almost like their eyes could be askew.
Looks like
Why the fuck you just abandoned me, bro?
Uncanny valley. Or
Interesting.
sometimes they'll take the body of animals because it's easier to take their form. And so there's lots of stories of people letting like their dog out and then they'll hear it crying or barking and they'll be slightly confused and then they'll realize that their dog is still in the house and in reality it's a mimic. So these things can mimic voices and noises.
I've heard voices before.
But they can't necessarily do it exact. So they can't make out the words. They can't make out, so it sounds like a dog but a little off, or it sounds like a deer but a little off, or a bird but a little
They
off.
can make human noises
Dude,
too, right?
I'm
They
looking
can
for
help.
chills.
So they usually almost sound like,
Like Nuts Obama impression.
Michelle.
That was good. Wasn't good.
That was pretty good.
I figured since it hits a little close to home that we could do some stories about that.
The other day on the balcony, and it didn't sound like wolves. They were howling back at us. I promise. I swear. It was on stream.
Wait. This was the first day at the crib?
Yeah, the first day.
I heard it.
Yeah, you're right.
It was coyotes, and y'all were trolling, and then something made the noise back.
But it wasn't.
But it wasn't
coyotes. It wasn't coyotes.
Yeah, what if it
Well,
wasn't a coyote?
maybe they have some stories to tell
It was
us.
like a Teen Wolf thing where it's one of us.
Oh, like
Who's good at
Peter
that?
Hale Alpha type.
Here's a
Who's good at basketball?
actual account.
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of strange things happened to me when I was just a boy, but this was the weirdest. I was 11 at the time, and it was past midnight, 12:30 a.m. to be exact. My parents fell asleep, but my cousin, who was 18 at the time, was still up. I had to take out the trash, so I brought my dog Barry with me. He was mostly black with a few white spots, always alert and always by my side. The trash can was about a 30-second walk from the front door. I tossed the bag in and I turned around and I called for Barry. Barry!
Michelle. Sorry.
I turned on my flashlight and I looked around. Barry! He wasn't there. I was confused. I started walking back toward the house. That's when I heard it again. Heavy, fast, pounding footsteps coming up behind me. I whipped around and saw something I'll never forget. Charging at me was something completely black, darker than the night around it. Like it absorbed light itself, a massive black figure running straight at me. It wasn't a dog or a pig or a horse, but something that looked like all three.
Oh my God.
Man, bear, pig.
The Skinwalkers.
Skinwalkers.
Its body was wrong.
That's fucked
Just
up.
wrong. Its movement too fast, too heavy. It made no sound except for that of thunder of its footsteps. No matter how fast I ran, it was always felt like it was 2 steps behind me. This feeling of dread and fear instantly shot through me as I sprinted to the door, heart racing. I flung it open and slammed it shut behind me. I sat there on the floor, gasping, trying to process what just happened. Then it hit me. Oh shit, I left Barry outside.
Save him.
Save him.
Save him. Smoking on him.
Save Barry.
I start crying as I think of what that thing could have done to my innocent dog. I was scared to death, but I couldn't leave him out there. So I stood up, ready to go back out to find him, heart racing, until Barry came walking toward me from his kennel inside the house. Inside.
How?
Calm and normal. He had never left the house. He was inside the whole time. Whatever I called out to, it wasn't my dog.
Boy, what could it have been?
Wait, so is he inside or is he outside?
He was inside, but the dog that came outside was not his dog.
Oh, it was trying to bait him.
It's like they were.
Yes.
Wait, so the one outside was the mimic?
Yes.
No.
Yes, that's like what they just said. Facts.
So if my dog's ever outside, just leave him.
You don't have a dog, nor could you take care
Hey,
of him.
Barry,
Yeah.
we smoking on him. Alongside Thunder. Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. Thunder?
That's his dead dog.
That's my dead dog.
Why are you looking at me? Like I said it. He said it, bro. What the fuck you looking at me for?
Nah, you were laughing though.
I don't even fucking know that you have a dog.
You got ran over by a car.
Wait, your dog, why are you laughing?
He's got Thunder as his wallpaper.
What? That sounds scary.
Have you heard that one?
No.
Wait, what is it?
You want to tell a story?
Oh no, it's not a story. There's like the story where it's like you're sitting in a campfire and we're talking about I'm just gonna say Skinwalkers. And then someone's like counting each person and we're like, wait a minute, there's one extra person and there's like one
Lily,
on,
that
one
freaks me the
out.
fuck out. I don't like that.
Really? So we
Any
count
extra
every
heads
person?
in the circle?
We count every person?
I mean, like, how many people came
Ew,
with us to
So,
the camp? And
11.
if there's one extra, there's someone who doesn't
12,
belong
12
here.
of us, I think, right?
No, it was 11. It was 11.
No, it was 12.
12 on the, look at the graphic
Freak us
on
out.
Twitter.
No, it was 11. I remember I asked
For sure it's 12.
I asked Cutie. I
No, it
asked
was
Cutie.
supposed to be 16
I
and then it
asked
was
Cutie.
12.
She said 11.
How many was it,
Count.
Cutie? 11 or 12?
There is 12 of us.
So there's an extra.
But when I went camping one time with some friends in Utah, and we were talking to the workers there, and we're like, is this real? Are these real? And they're like, we don't talk about them. We call them sex workers. And we're like, why? And they're like, because they're so real that like if we even mention them, they start showing up. And they said that one time, yeah.
What do you call just like regular Utah sex workers?
There's just none in Utah.
question.
There's none in Utah.
There's none in
Yeah, they're not allowed by law.
You call those excommunicated.
Oh, shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wait, 6, 7.
No, he did it. He did the thing.
Wait a second, run that back one more time.
I'm going to back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Wait, there's 13 of us.
Huh?
What's the
Are you
6,
counting John?
It's from a song.
Oh, it's 6,
But
you'll be my little
they
Jim.
said that
I'll ask stuff.
one time they like after parole at night, this was on this big campground, they said that no one likes to go out, but somebody had to go get like wood out of this canopy for like the morning fire or something like that. And so they go down to the gazebo, and as they're in there, they hear someone like walking around. And so they use their walkie-talkie and they ask, they're like, hey, is anyone blah, blah, blah? And no one replies. And so they just start grabbing the wood again. And then they hear something jump on top of the gazebo, and it's like this big metal thud. And so they hurry and slam the door shut. And the gazebo is like 10 feet tall, so you can't just like climb on it. Like, and it was like a jump and a slam. And then they heard someone pacing all night on top of the roof. And so they just stayed inside the gazebo all night.
A werewolf.
And they couldn't open the fucking gazebo door?
Athletic as shit,
Yeah.
10 feet?
Yeah.
That's a good job.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
Couldn't open the door though.
They've even been sightings here in Big Bear of the Skinwalkers.
Hey, tell him come get me. Now tell him come kill a dap about it. Tell him come get a dap's body for it.
No.
I don't know, I feel like yours might have missed me saying this earlier, but Nut said, what do they call normal Utah sex workers? And I said 4 skinwalkers.
The Skinwalker, bro. Somebody get it.
Yo, that was not an excuse me moment. That was a crazy excuse me
In the
moment.
Mormon community, they don't do circumcision.
No, we definitely didn't hear that word.
To begin this story, my girlfriend and I went up to stay at Big Bear Lake in California.
Heavy race.
For a week at a place called Blue Horizon Lodge on Edgemore Road,
That's right
located
over here.
just off Big Bear Boulevard. The trip was pure bliss, aside from a handful of incidents that took place over the course of 4 days, beginning on July 6th and ending the morning of July 9th. My girlfriend Alyssa wanted to go down to the lake in the afternoon to have a swim before we went out to eat later that night. So she and I walked up Edgemore Road and headed west down Big Bear Boulevard, and we found a way to access the lake through a mostly empty field. After about 10 minutes, she and I reached the edge of the lake where I noticed a white box with a lock on it. She didn't want to go in the water because the place we found was in a cove-like area directly south of Holloway's Marina, and tons of gunk and stuff was floating in the water. As we were standing on the edge of the lake, I noticed a big white box just sitting about 20 feet out in the water. I got curious as to why there would be a box just sitting in the water. So I went through the mud, made my way to the box, and noticed it had a padlock on it. I couldn't get open. So I kind of forgot about the box and went back to the shore, where she and I played in the mud, built a little house, because she changed her mind about wanting to go in the water. After about an hour, she and I decided we wanted to head back to our cabin and get ready to go to lunch at the Azteca Grill. So we put our shoes on, grabbed the towels, began to walk back to the trail where we came from. As we walked up the trail, Alyssa squeezed my hand and said, "What the fuck is that about?" So I looked over my right shoulder and saw a coyote jumping on its hind legs like a kangaroo heading south. I laughed a bit and told her that it was just a coyote, but she asked me why it was jumping like that and I had no answer. I'd never seen a coyote jump on its hind legs as means of travel before in my life, and I've seen hundreds of coyotes in my 19 years on this earth. She tried to lead me away and began walking down the trail, but I kept my head turned and was looking at this coyote. This is when it stops jumping and turns around while still perched on its hind legs and stares directly at me and continues to hop on its hind legs for a second. After this, it began to hop in the same direction it was originally heading and goes back down onto all fours and runs into the brush. The rest of the day went well, up until she and I were watching the episode of Beavis and Butthead on the couch, where they asked to help build a pool in Mr. Anderson's backyard. Alyssa was sitting to my right, and I was on the left. She turns to say something to me, and I turned to my right to look at her when I noticed a pale figure behind the chain link that was right outside our window, swaying back and forth. I immediately stood up to go over to the window and to see what was happening outside, but I just stood there. The figure turns away and runs off into the boat storage that was on the other side of the fence. This was about 9:40 at night, so the only light was from the moon. It was tall, extremely tall, and completely bald. I'm on the phone with Alyssa as I'm writing this story down, and she's telling me as I type this that she had the urge not to look up when I stood up. The next day, July 7th, nothing strange happened, and we had really hoped nothing else would, until the 8th and the 9th, when it all crescendoed into horror. She and I wanted to walk down to the nearest marina to spend some time together before she flew back home the next morning. So we walked the half mile down Edgemore Road until we reached the marina. Spent an hour there watching the ducks, walking along the docks. On our way to the cabin, we saw a swing set. We saw there was no ball attached to a tetherball pole, only the rope. So Alicia joked, "You should make it into a noose." I fashioned it into a very small noose. This is important. And then untied it and we walked back to our cabin. For our last night, she and I wanted to watch The Shining. So she rented it for us on Prime, and we got away about halfway through before she wanted to go share a cigarette. I tried to scare her by saying that the coyote was going to peek around the kitchen wall and jump at us on its hind legs. This scared her, and she wanted to wait a little bit until she calmed down. So we waited another 10 minutes or so, and she said that she needed to put on her shoes in case we had to run, as a joke. So she often, got her shoes, and we headed out the door and a few 100 feet north down Edgemore Road, where we stood at the corner of Edgemore, another street. We had our cigarette. We stayed that way. We kind of watched. We didn't say anything because we didn't want to scare each other. I noticed we were smoking deathly quiet. There was absolutely no sound whatsoever, and it was eerie. I'd just finished my cigarette, and we were nearly done when behind us we heard the loudest whistle either of us have ever heard. It came from behind us down the pitch, black wooden roads, and both of us felt a gust of wind, and the sound stopped coming from behind us and was suddenly coming from every direction around us and filling our ears. The whistle we heard turned into a guttural howl and gurgle for the last few seconds. It lasted 7 seconds total. She and I booked it back to the cabin and immediately went to the bedroom, and our hearts pumping from the adrenaline. We laid down on the bed to give ourselves time to calm down, when after a few minutes came a faint tap, tap, tap. These taps continued for hours. Moving around the cabin, our bedroom window, the dining room window, but most of the taps came from the bathroom down the hall. As we were losing our minds laying in bed, I started to think about the location where we felt watched and experienced something strange, and my brain came to the horrifying conclusion that it formed a pentagram with our cabin being the top point. I mentioned this to Alyssa, and this only made us even more scared. We managed to fall asleep, with all the lights on, of course. In the morning, we were ready to get the hell out of there. As I was taking out the trash for the last time, I looked up at the sign that displays the rules for the lodge playground, which is right near the dumpster, which is where I noticed a small noose hanging from the tree about 10 feet up. It was not there the night before. We were the only people staying at the lodge for the last 3 days we were here. We hurried packing and headed down the mountain to get away from all the craziness we experienced. We believed all these events to be connected in some way. She and I believe we encountered a demonic entity or a skinwalker of some kind. I'm not one to label a supernatural experience usually, but I have no idea what else this could have been other than a skinwalker. Have you guys experienced this in Big Bear yet?
I've been hearing things. I have nothing that scary.
Yeah.
Dude, we gotta fucking.
We gotta find one.
No, we got that same shit, bro. What the fuck?
Oh, I'm my bad.
I agree. Let's find one.
Yeah, come on, Letty.
How do we? Yeah. How did y'all do it?
Hot tub.
Or maybe you'll get summoned by the
I don't
hot
think
tub
that's how you
water.
find them.
They're saying they lurk around hot tubs.
Oh, really?
No, but we got the what's it called? Just the ball where you. What was the thing? We have a tetherball one.
Wait, what's a tetherball do?
Wait, you want to play tetherball?
I'm saying we tie a noose.
Oh, what?
Wait, hold on now.
I don't want to do that right now. I don't know now.
Someone Tyson
I don't know about this one.
Uh-oh.
That was Jason.
No, stop.
But it hit her
I like
right
the
here.
sound of that, guys.
Bro,
Was it on you?
What was making those coyotes?
Wait, what'd you hear, bro? What'd you hear,
Bless you.
Was it coyote?
Make a coyote noise.
Wait, listen. You wait, no, listen. No. Listen.
Just hear that.
Dude, I swear
The
this was happening.
Skinwalker stopped.
Dude, it stopped.
It stopped.
No, listen.
Who's the first person in this group?
No, listen.
No, I'm scared, bro.
I don't hear nothing.
I want to hear it.
How does he cue?
No, I hear nothing.
It stopped. I promise.
No, it was.
No, yeah, I heard it.
I heard the ball carrier.
You might be hearing it.
No.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, what happened?
One more time. Shh.
On God.
Oh,
You
that's
hear
coyote.
that? Did you hear that?
It's actually coyote.
It sounds off too.
It sounds too high pitched.
Like, you know, that doesn't sound
No,
like
that's what coyotes sound like, though.
No, that was way high pitched.
On God, that
I
was.
swear there's another JBL wolf around.
Oh my god.
Fuck, hold on, brother. Dude, can somebody pick us
Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Okay. I think I pulled a muscle in my neck today.
I'm just gonna get my legs in, my whole body.
Lily loved the stories. Chat, respectfully, streamers are bad. That's why I broke out the sex worker stories. Because I know that they get the people going. And low-key, they're kind of scary, but I wasn't telling them well because I wasn't in the mood to be spooked. So that's why I was like, yeah, so sometimes this happens, but there's actually some really fucking scary stories out there. Especially, there's like a show, I forget what channel, but there's like a ranch in Utah. I only learned about these when I went camping last year. Or 2 years ago. I'm out of breath. It's over here.